Stay tuned because you know Reese is going to have one of your favorite stars with him today.
All right, man. Without further ado, you guys asked for it and you got it. We have one of the most known names throughout the country for many, many different reasons. And this time he is bringing something live to many people that need to have it. All right, man. Without further ado, you guys asked for it and you got it. We have one of the most known names throughout the country.
Yo!
What's up, good sir? How you feeling?
Man, I feel great, man. How about you?
I'm feeling well. Glad to have you on, man. Shout out to my friend Ann Torres. Hit me up, said, you know, they opening up a new church. I said, come on now. We got to let the masses know.
My God, I appreciate it, man. Me and Aventer got married in Atlanta, had our first son in Atlanta. So, you know, when you talk about homecoming, it really is that. It's a great opportunity for us to be obedient. You know, it was 2012. We were living in Glenwood Park, and God was like, I want you to open a church in Atlanta. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I have real conversations with God. I was like, I don't think they're going to come. I don't really feel like the city wants to have another church. We got enough churches. He said, but they don't have you. And I was like, well, I'm cool on that. And then the Lord took us down to Houston.
Yep.
But I rap a lot. Pack the gat a lot. Sounds about to drop. But yeah, we worked with Pastor Joel, man, in Houston. And then God took us on a circuitous route, but we're back here and we open up Relentless Atlanta tomorrow, man. So it's major. And thank you for letting us have time on your show. And my beautiful wife is on here. Aventer, shout the people out, baby.
Hi, everybody. I'm excited. I'm beyond excited for what God is about to do. And like my husband says, Atlanta is not, you know, it's not home. It's absolutely home. Yeah. It is the first place I found my professional job after graduating FAMU. I came right here. Yes, right, Ratliff. Right here to Atlanta to start my career and to come to a place that I visited so often and have lots of family in and around the Atlanta metro area. It was one of the places where my brother loved to frequent. My brother was in a group that was one of the first to sign to Real Deal Records under Evander Holyfield, who now the home that we used to celebrate in so much is now belongs to Rick Ross.
Right.
We used to have those those 4th of July picnics every year at his home. So as a little girl growing up, we would always spend a lot of time in Atlanta. And of course, you know, coming here, joining a church, serving, and then I was found here by John in Atlanta. It's one of the places that is so dear to our heart. So for the Lord to open the door for us to start a work here is a blessing for sure.
That's what's up, man. Let me give y'all a hype bell for that. I love the full circle situation. You guys start your journey here in Atlanta together. You're supposed to be preaching to the singles, and then you went ahead and found somebody and get married. That's got to be goals right there.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I was 37 years old, virgin. It was time to get married. And, you know, Aventer wasn't paying me no attention. She was working on her 3rd degree at the time. And but we were serving, working hard. Sorry about that. Somebody trying to call my phone. Serving, working hard. And then God brought it together. And so I feel like it's the right timing. God opened the door. And I feel like Atlanta has room for another expression. We're not trying to, you know, convince members of other churches to come. We don't do that. It's not a competition. It's 7 million people in Atlanta. There's somebody that needs what we provide. Right. You know, the days of church entertainment are over. People are dying almost every day in the A. We need something spiritual to break that curse. And I feel like, you know, we're going to be focused on the community. We're going to be focused on building up people. It's a church where everybody can walk in and you belong before you believe. And that's how Jesus treated people. Didn't matter who you were or where you were from. He treated you with love and honor and compassion. Yeah. And that's what I think the church is missing, is that's what Relentless is about. So tomorrow night we get started, man.
All right. Can you give us the address to the church and tell people where they can get some information? And I definitely want to jump a little bit into Relentless. I love you guys come as you are approach. And you forget that it seems very, very genuine, but I do want to get the information out of where people can join you guys tomorrow, Wednesday night.
Bay, you want to tell them? 4665 Macklin Road, Powder Springs, Georgia. So what you want to do, take 75, get off at Windy Hill, make the left turn, go up there about but it's really 4665 Macklin Road, Powder Springs, Georgia. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a kickoff. We're going to have food trucks. Get there early, bring your family, 5:00. You can bring your family. We're going to have all kinds of pre-service. Doors open at 6:30. Service going to start at 7:15. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, we've got a lot of people coming, but it's more important that Jesus is coming. We're trying to build a church, not popularity. So, we're going to do it organic, and we're going to see what God does, Reese.
I appreciate that, man. Listen, this area that you guys are in, you are actually like in I want to say, I guess a triangle area, because you got Powder Springs, Marietta, Austell. You're not too far from Kennesaw right there as well. So I guess it will be more than a triangle. There's 4 different places that are touching that. But you have people in that area that have been dealing with the pandemic, dealing with the struggle. We have a food pantry that works out of the backside of this studio with Positive American Youth. And we've seen just a change in our dynamic with our food pantry. The people that may not have needed help before need help now.
Right.
You guys will be opening up and a community-based and faith-based organization in the area, another resource for those people, man. We just want to drop a bomb and give you guys a thank you, for bringing your mission and being relentless in that area. So thank you.
Man, let me tell you,
super awesome.
I cut my teeth doing homeless ministry in Cincinnati. I was preaching to homeless men, and there were no cameras. There was no Facebook. There was no Instagram. Yeah. That was, years and years ago. That was 1994. And they would bring crack pipes to the altar, weed to the altar, dime bags to the altar. And then we would feed those men and put them in cots overnight. And their whole life was in a milk crate, all their possessions. And I'll never forget those days, because I felt like if I was ever going to do ministry, I was going to need to be in the streets. I'm not a corporate Christian. I'm a street cat when it comes to this ministry stuff. Right. If you're taking more than you give, that's not Christ. We got to give this stuff away, man. People are hurting. You talk about that food pantry y'all got. That food pantry probably has people whose families have 2 parents, both of them working. Yeah. But with this pandemic, they still need groceries. It's not just homeless people that have need during COVID. It's people that work every day. And I think that the church needs to be an extension of God's heart to meet the needs of everybody. And I do mean everybody, because the church is big on putting up velvet ropes. But the days of the VIP section in church are over, man. The blood is for everybody.
I love that, man. I love that approach, and people are going to appreciate it, especially here. We got enough clubs and VIP sections in Atlanta for that type of, mentality for you guys to have that door open and just have that, come be with us and come get some of this goodness. And let's make sure that we're using our abundance to overflow to the people. Man, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And my wife is dipping in and out of traffic trying to finish some things for tomorrow. Babe, are you able to share something that's in your heart?
Yes. When he said what he said about the food pantry, we've identified with the commissioner, working with the mayor of Powder Springs on how Relentless can be a part regularly of the packing and the delivery and the distribution of food and clothing items of people who have been in need, who've been affected by the pandemic and just affected by life. Yeah. That's the heart of Relentless. We didn't just start this. We aren't new to this. We have always had the open door serving in Houston, Hurricane Harvey, literally all aspects of anything outreach is the heart of Relentless. So I look forward to us partnering. When we were in Greenville, we partnered with Project 5000 to feed people for Thanksgiving and to distribute hot food. You know, it's one thing to have packaged food and frozen food, but it's another to just be like, hey, come get a hot meal and not have to worry about it, and just find community and resources that way. Actually be in the hands and feet of Jesus, not just talking about it, but actually being about it. And so we hope to bring about a heart of love and inclusion. And as Pastor John has stated, that's our motto: you belong before you believe. And we want everyone in that area and beyond around the metro Atlanta area to feel that love.
Well, we feeling it right now in these airwaves. We appreciate you guys and what you're bringing to the area. I would love to have you guys come back when you get time. I know you running and hustling and bustling. When you get time, we can have like or just an interview talking about your journey together and, you know, and what you guys are doing, what Relentless. But today we just wanted to keep the focus on this church opening tomorrow, the people in the area, because our studio's right here in Austell, Cobb County. We're probably 15 minutes from where you guys are going to be stationed at. But we wanted our people and our audiences to know what you guys have coming up tomorrow and that the church is there.
Means the world. Every Wednesday, except first Wednesdays, we're going to be doing our services. We invite you to come and come and see. You know, it's a lot of things, like you said. Today we focused on the church, but I know people got questions. They want to know who we are, who I am. They want to know about us. Me and my wife are continuing the work of the church. We're going to serve people. My job is to serve people, take care of my family, take care of my kids, grow as a man. And if you're imperfect, but you want to grow, this is a church that you might want to consider. If you want to come to a place where there's no judgment, you might want to come holler at us. If you want freedom and not bondage, where people try to manipulate you into their version of Jesus, come holler at us. Because Jesus is not a character. He's a real man, and he loved everybody, and he fought for the poor and the weak and the lost and the prostitutes and the hurting and the lepers. And today we need to get back to that. The more people you serve and the more time you in the streets, the more you look like Jesus. Yeah. Jesus was not corporate. Jesus was hood. So
he was.
Don't get me started, cuz
he was out there with the people, man. So shout out to everybody from Cincinnati to Alabama. They're all the way here in Atlanta right now, and everybody. Make sure that you guys join them tomorrow, Wednesday night. Relentless out in Powder Springs. What's the website? They can check it out.
You can go to ourrelentlesschurch.com. Ourrelentlesschurch.com. All the information is there. Bring your family and friends. We're going to be worshiping God. I'm going to be bringing the word. We'll have some special guests, but the most important person that'll be there is Jesus. So come eat some food. And come lift up Jesus with us. And even if you don't like me, come see, because I know you want to.
They definitely do. And if you get good enough, you get close enough, ask him to give you a freestyle. He's going to give you one of those too.
Yeah, they not ready for it.
I love it. All right, Pastor. The Grays, thank you guys for joining us on this call, on this Zoom, and just touching base with us before this big opening tomorrow. Make sure everybody, y'all come out, check them out. You know what I'm saying? Check the food trucks out and check out the word and be part of this refreshing approach to ministry right here in the city of, surrounding metro Atlanta area. All right. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You guys are friends of the show. Anytime you got something going on, just hit us up.
Thank you, brother.
All right.